Wow. Look at the size of this burrito. Man almighty. We got a meal.
I love this. Thank you, Dad.
Wow. Hey, we have front seat parking. And this lady here is just going to do her thing, so we'll just pull up next to her. You're fine. You're fine, ma'am. Oh, wait. Yeah, go ahead. Get out. Get out. We're getting out of the car.
I had to work my brain. Yeah.
Sorry, I just had the door open.
Well, it's kind of hard to see. Here it is. Hey, we're back, and the ice girl's with me. Watch out. Don't sit on my glasses and all my stuff. Hold on. You know what I got to do?
What?
We got to program our home link. Watch, there's your glasses there.
What?
And I can't get the same thing to work. Let me turn off the glasses here.
It smells weird.
Wife's like, wow, I like that. I'm not lying. The wife's like, man, I want to drive that. I said, you can drive this. So the wife is totally right now on the page that, hey, can I drive? Oh, this I was trying to do yesterday, and I didn't complete that. I got to turn off the glasses. I think this car looks so cool. I mean, what is it about me? How do you like my sticker?
I love it.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
I think that car is so much fun. I love it. Man, the good news is the wife's not mad at me, everybody. We're going to get something to eat here at Deli South. This is a really good place to go to get a good sandwich. So that's what we're going to do right now. This lady here, she needs a jump start, so she needs a spot for her to be able to let somebody get next to her to jump start her car.
So we are at Deli South in Leesburg, Virginia. I've been coming here since about 2017. I do love this restaurant, and it's actually like they have a second chain that's called Smoky Willie's, and it's barbecue. I got my favorite drink, a cream soda. I like to put it in ice. I got a bagel breakfast sandwich with sausage, egg, and cheese. And I also got their breakfast potatoes on the side. What did you get, Dad?
A breakfast burrito. And they make breakfast all day long.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
All right, here we are. Did the kid make it? Where is my kid? I got a little bit of squeaking noise in the front end. And what does that mean? All right. I'm going to park right here. And there's a Willie's. But that doesn't have the 35 package. See, there's different packages for all these Jeeps. It gets complicated, everybody. All right. So now, I'm going to go over here and over there and la la la. All right. I'm going to walk into the showroom just to say howdy to all my friends and then walk over to the service side division. Let's see what's going on. Do they know that I'm actually recording? Morning. How are you? Is the troublemaker in? He's in.
What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I got my new AI Meta glasses. You are on video. How about that, huh?
Good.
Isn't it pretty cool?
Yeah.
They are pretty cool, but the video quality's okay.
How you doing?
Great, buddy. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, I'm going to go see if my daughter's here in service for my Jeep. I'll be back to say hi to you, okay?
All right, man.
Yep. All right. Here is, so there's a beautiful Wagoneer. Yeah. Yeah, do I wish I could get that? Sure. But once again, you know, just sign off on the $2,000 a month obligation. I'm just kind of going to pass on that. Here we are. There he is.
Mr. Gray.
Now, I have my Meta AI.
You recording?
You see that little white light?
Okay.
You are on video.
What's up?
How about that, huh? The new technology, goes 3-minute run. And then it's not too bad, actually.
Once you get the 3-minute run, do you have to go and like just redo it?
Well, you just put it like right here, so you stop. All right, what a great lunch. That was really good. I got half of my sandwich. left. Now here's the thing. I'm going to get this car up now up to the 65. I think this car's got a wheel issue with it. But let's see if I'm right or wrong. So right now it's 64. And it's interesting. I'm not feeling it like I did yesterday. And the question is, the tire pressures were not right on this vehicle. So at the 65, 70 miles an hour yesterday, that right front had a lot of, like a shimmy kind of came through the car. And right now I can kind of still feel it, but it doesn't seem as much. So it definitely tells me something to do with that tire. That'd be my guess. But not bad. But this part of the road here is kind of has a little bit of a imperfection in it. So yeah, so it's interesting. The tire pressures in the car seems to have made this car not as noticeable, getting kind of that weird sensation at these higher speeds. So that's actually good. So now I would really say, if anything, it would maybe be just the front wheel is just a little out of balance, would be my guess. And, you know, it could be the personality of this car as well. I don't know. I mean, just, there we are. See, now we're at some pretty high speeds. So right now, once you get this car kind of straightened out. So, yeah, it feels like a little bit of a wheel hop. So I'm getting a little bit of a wheel hop out of one of these tires, and it definitely feels like it's the front end. So yeah, for sure, I think these wheels need to be taken off and checked for the balance. That's my guess. And so once again, and I really don't want to put my wife in a used SUV with 80,000 miles on it, 100,000 miles on it. I'm not really, she drives 100 miles a day, but her Jeep Grand Cherokee is fine. That car should go a decent amount of mileage, and she can drive the Jeep Wrangler. I don't care, she can drive that. I like that car, but if she wants to drive it, she can drive it. That's a hard vehicle to get in and out of, so I don't think that'll work for her. But anyways, just to answer those out there. And the other thing really is, I'm just not really wanting to go down the same path of going out and buying these expensive Highline cars and having $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 monthly payments. And that's where it's at, everybody. If you're really in the market for a new SUV car, you're going to be at $1,000 to $1,500 month payment minimum. Because nice SUV cars are going to be $60,000, $70,000. And unless you put down $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, you're going to have a $1,200. Then you factor insurance, personal property tax, you're at $1,500 a month. And I'm telling you, I'm just done. I'm not doing no more. Nope. Nooper. You know, so that's what's going on. So anybody out there thinks that I'm not thinking about my wife, well, yeah, I've gone out of my way a few times to try to buy, and I couldn't get excited about buying back a Wagoneer. I just couldn't get excited. I could have bought the Wagoneer over that Jeep Wrangler, but once again, I'm back into a $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month. It's $2,000 a month payment. I don't want it. You know, I can have a Wrangler for half the price, half the debt, and have every bit as much fun or more. All right, getting ready to go up to town here to drop off the Jeep Gladiator, but then obviously what I'm going to do is once the Gladiator's done, I'm just going to run my wife's car up and then pick that up. Try to just kind of play ping pong that way. How about that idea? Yeah, it's definitely, school is out today. All the voters are at the schools, so it's a happening. Do the Democrats take power back in the House? I truly believe the government will be announcing they're going to open back up before the week's out. I can about guarantee you that'll happen. That would be my guess, especially if the Democrats pick up enough delegates to take back the power of the House, because they're just going to pass a short-term bill until the January, February, March time frame when these officials are then officially in office, and then the Democrats are going to pound their fists and get their way what they want. That's my guess. This car is so much fun. This is just a really nice car. It really is. I'm really glad I bought it. And the good news is it wasn't a bloody fortune. It's not a bloody huge payment. Really good news is the wife is very excited about this car. Rarely do I ever buy a car that I bring home and my wife's like, oh wow, I really like that. I mean, I'm not lying to you about that. The wife usually is like, oh God, you bought another freaking car. She literally was like, wow, that's a really cool car. I want to drive it. Wow, everybody. So that's great news. Happy wife, happy life, right? But here we are in the back roads. Once again, just a really fun, free-spirited car that gives me the fun that I do, the fun that I just get out of driving cars. What's that all about, right? What is it all about driving cars for someone like me and even like you that just really is addicting? It's just a total addiction of wanting to drive a car and have that fun factor of being in control of a motorized vehicle, right? Isn't that something? Good Tuesday morning. Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. Here we are, another day of the Meta junk glasses. Man, I mean, I'm really hearing a lot about these glasses not being that great, so that's too bad. What are we doing? I gotta go pick up the daughter from dropping off the Jeep Gladiator to get serviced, and then I gotta rotate that vehicle to the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I gotta get myself a water bottle. It's always about water, everybody. And when you get on the road, it's always nice to know that you have water. And you know what? I'm always grabbing water in my messy refrigerator. But anyways, today's all about just rotating the Jeeps, of getting oil changes, and using the daughter to help do that today. Come on, Prince and Gypsy. It's so funny. Julia left earlier, and the dogs are fixated on only hanging out here waiting for her. So they don't know that she left. So it's so weird. And I just showed Brian this car. I said, I'll teach you how to drive it. He's like, really? I'm like, heck yeah, man. Of course I will. I was like, if you want to work out of this car, you know, every now and then, you can do that. He's like, wow. I'm like, of course, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to teach him how to drive a manual transmission. And he has. He drove my Mustang Dark Horse a while back. And so, anyways, I just thought that would be pretty cool. He's very excited about it. Come on, puppies, come on. The dogs are just not obeying. So it's just so crazy. Come on, pups. The wife's back in town. Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, pups. Come on. Come on, Prince. Prince. It's just so weird. So, yeah, anybody watching my channel, appreciate those reaching out and continue to give me support on my channel and interact with me. And I think it's funny. A lot of people, not really a lot, but I think some people think that I'm buying this car for Julia. No, I mean, but it's everybody's car. I mean, my wife can drive it. I don't care. I mean, I'm just not, you know, material things are great, but I'm just more of the guy that, hey, I mean, sure, the Camaro Z28, that's kind of hard to just say anybody can drive that. But something like this, here, you can drive it. I don't care. Come on, Prince. Let's go. Come on. The wife doesn't want me to show her, so I got turned off. This thing has adaptive cruise control, so when does it take over? I don't even know. Cruise control unavailable. Why is that? I don't even know how to, you know, I need to go by the Toyota dealership and ask these guys, how do you work this car? You know, how do you do this stuff? Mode change is unavailable. But right now, the car to me is doing adaptive, but let's see. So here's the thing. Here's the danger. Well, right now I'm putting the car up to higher speeds. Is it slowing down? Yeah, so it's slowing down. It's definitely slowing down. Because I got the thing sped at 57. So adaptive is working right now. I'm going to turn on my heated steering wheel. It's actually a little chillier today than yesterday. But then tomorrow it's supposed to be like close to 70 degrees. All right, so right now, I feel like I'm a little too close to the steering wheel. Let me see about that there. Yeah, so right now, let's see how I do the adaptive. Okay, so there it is. All right, so you got the little, it's working. Now, it's got the steering assist to keep it in the lanes. That's nice. Yeah, so what's nice now is I can drive this car without having to hold the pedal, which that's huge for me. You know, when I drive these cars 150, 200 miles in a day, you know, that holding that gas pedal and braking, you know, that really wears you out when you're doing it on a daily basis. And I can do this on a daily basis if I'm really out in the field working as I do. So, nice. But I really need, when I go home, I'll go up the back way. And then that way, wow, I guess the kids. See, today's election day, everybody. So, you're supposed to be going and putting your vote in here in Virginia and other parts of the country. So the roads are light because I know the banks are closed. Now all the government employees are furloughed. What else is closed? Are schools? I don't even know. Are the schools closed today? I'm not sure. So here we go. What I'll be curious to know is the fuel economy on this thing. Does this thing actually get like 30 miles a gallon? That would be really cool. I would think it's going to be a 22 to 25 mile per gallon. 25, yeah, my MPG 22 to 25. That'd be my guess. Oh, right. What a blast. I love this little car. This thing is so much fun. You know, people out there are inquiring like, okay, so what about the wife? Well, you know what? Believe it or not, the wife just looked at this car and said, I really like that car, and I think I could drive that car. I think my wife used to drive a Honda Soul stick shift car when I met her and married her. That car is sitting in the shed on my property. And so, but it's interesting that, for the record, I did try to buy my wife a Chevrolet Tahoe or Suburban, or actually the Traverse. When I was out there at that Chevy Toyota dealership in West Virginia, Martinsburg, West Virginia, where I bought that Camaro, I tried to do a deal on that Chevy Traverse. I really liked that car. I really, really did try to do that, and that would have been for the wife. And the dealer couldn't get the deal done. So what's interesting here for me is people out there watching my channel is banks aren't buying the deals. The only company that's buying debt is Carvana. And if you think it through, the reason Carvana is buying these deals is because they're selling used cars, and I'm having to put down a good chunk of money. It isn't like I got this car by just getting the car with no money down. No, I had to put down a good amount of money to get this car, and interest rates are high, but it's a manageable payment. It's not a radical payment compared to my other cars. It's actually the cheapest car payment I have of all my vehicles. And so to answer those out there, the challenge is I can't get, a nice car. I won't get approved. The banks aren't buying the deals. Carvana has a relationship with me for now 4 different vehicles, 3 previous deals, 2 deals. And so for their position, I understand Carvana's position is, okay, if I don't make the payments on this car, they'll take it back, and they're not going to lose a cent. I'm the guy that's going to take the loss because they're not buried into this thing with me. They're going to be able to just take it back, resell it, and not take any type of hit. And that's why Carvana actually has a better program in so many ways, because they're only selling used vehicles, and for that reason, they're not as exposed. But yet, you go to the new cars, like that Chevy Traverse or the Chevy Suburban. I go to GM Financial, and they loan that money to me. The Suburban will be a $25,000, $30,000 loss you know, you're buying a $90,000 Suburban. That thing would be worth at best 70 grand. Well, now on to the next project, the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I mean, this really is a nice car that I got the wife years ago, but now to take this car to get serviced. So today's just about running up and down the road getting cars serviced. Who doesn't know these stories? Probably many of you do, if you know what I mean by that. So anyways, here we go. All right, and here we go on the first official day of driving my new ride, the new Toyota, I should say used, Toyota Corolla GR. And the only thing in this car that I've noticed is the front right side of this vehicle, up at 60 plus miles an hour, seems to get some vibration in it. Now, the tire pressures were not correct on the vehicle. Now, is that part of it? I don't think it is. I think the front right wheel is not balanced correctly, so I need to get it to a shop and have them check the balance. All right, so here we are. So what mode am I in? I don't even know. So I'm in sport. Sport kind of seems to be the fun, gives you more power. I changed the settings though. The gentleman whoever owned this car, it had the sports settings on the steering wheel. So, I see these Meta glasses. This is where, for me, this is enjoyable to video with these glasses, with me not having to have a phone in my hand. But it's just so weird. When I watch my own videos, these videos are all full size. I don't understand those on my channel that are saying that these videos are small. When I watch them on my big screen TV in my shop, the videos are, to me, the same size as they always are to a degree, but I don't know, whatever. And people are like, gotta go check your settings of this and that. Oh my gosh, man, everybody just, it's so much work. It's so much work making content on YouTube. It pays you nothing. I mean, I'm not lying to you. I made a whopping $100. I mean, if you think I'm lying to you, I made $111 last month for all my video content you saw in November. And I had a lot of video content, and just think it through. I mean, I'm not here to complain to you. I'm just sharing with you that YouTube is the biggest joke in the world when it comes to making money. You can't make any money on YouTube. People are like, yeah, you can. Well, sure. I'm sure there are people out there that make money. They do. But for the most people, you don't, and you won't. And so the whole point is to get into hours and hours of video content and editing. There's just nothing there, man. There's just nothing there. I'm already putting in, hundreds of hours a month of YouTube content to get paid $100. I mean, would you do that? I can guarantee most people would be like, I wouldn't do it. It's just too much work and aggravation. There's nothing there. So, yeah, right. That's why I'm just like, yeah, who cares? All right, this thing has adaptive cruise. Oh, goodness. It's always about the water. And for me, I can't find my barn door opener. It's driving me nuts. I'm programming my vehicle, and it just doesn't end on all the stuff that I have, and it gets lost. And I'm so bummed because the programming's HomeLink, if you don't have just the right little controller, it's very difficult to get these damn HomeLink things to sync. And I got it to sync for the gate because I have a unique opener for the gate in the barn, and I can't find the other damn part of that. So here we are. Here's a Grand Cherokee, which really is, I've had now, this I think is our third one. I think it is. So gotta put my oh, that's funny, the Gary, the thing's recognizing me. So anyways, this is a really nice car. I haven't driven it in quite a while, and the only time I really ever drive this car is when I go get it serviced. So that's really the only time that this vehicle is being driven. And my wife, with her now just kind of having only one vehicle for the moment. She's just racking up the miles like you can't believe. Which, that's just what happens when you have one car. That's the thing about me. I talk about it on my channel a lot. I mean, if you ever just really took the basics of my life and I just had a few cars, they would have 100,000 miles on them just in a few years. So, I mean, I have a company. I run a business. I mean, Brian goes every day. He works for me 150 to 200 miles. So Brian's doing very conservative number. Brian does 800 miles a week. You know, he's doing 3,000 miles a month. You know, that car is going to have 35,000. You know, that car will have 30,000+ miles on it in 1 year. But I rotate that with the Jeep Gladiator as well, so that kind of knocks it down a little bit. So that's a whole other ball game. As we drive up the road, and it's a quiet day. The roads are actually kind of quiet because it's election day. Now today, I'm only videoing with my glasses. I'm not using my other, my Samsung Fold, Z Fold. I'm not using that because when you do that, these videos don't sync with each other, and it gets very confusing at the end of the day to try to put video content together. Last night, I was just about like, I'm not going to even publish videos because all the video content was so everywhere. It was very, very challenging for me last night. It was very challenging last night for me to make video content because the videos from my glasses to my phone were so out of whack. I couldn't really keep, I had to write down each video. I mean, I spent some time yesterday evening trying to make some decent videos, but I already knew there'd probably be some ones that weren't syncing correctly. But you know, I got the point. It's like, whatever, who cares? Whatever. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and publish it, even though I already know that I'm going to get comments, oh, your videos aren't syncing correctly. Yeah, I know. Well, it's because it turns into a major, you know, spend the whole evening trying to sort the puzzle of content. And they're just, you know, forget it. So today, all I'm going to do is make video off these glasses and see if the video stays synchronized and following the day. So that's what I'm doing right now. And the nice thing about these glasses, even though I know a lot of people don't like how it's a smaller frame, is I'm not having to use my right arm and destroy my right arm and shoulder. I mean, you're talking now 5.5 years. You're talking over 5 years of me every day of my life, for the most part, getting out of bed, walking around with a phone in my right hand, raising my arm up to make content. And already, just these glasses, I can tell a big difference on me not having that same agonizing pain in my right side of my shoulder and arm. So, you know, whatever. And once again, it's not like I'm some guy that's so well known on YouTube that all this video content has to be so perfect, because at the end of the day, for me being a small guy, it's just, there's just only so much viewership you're going to get out of people. Okay, so onward we go to Leesburg Dodge as I run up and down the road. But now I'm going to hang out at the dealership for about an hour and wait for the car to get serviced instead of driving up and down the road, even though today is not a bad day on this road of getting up and down the road. I really need to go to the store and get the dogs more dog food and blah, 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 and da-da-da-da, and dee-dee-dee-dee, and doo-doo-doo-da, right? Whip-de-doo-da. Oh, no.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's how you got treated. What's up, man?
We got a problem.
What?
That damn Chevy Tahoe.
What, you like it?
I love it.
The black one?
Yeah.
That's not a problem. It's a good thing.
So, does somebody have too much time on their hand? Making puzzles? Making puzzles for the Thanksgiving festivities? That's what it looks like, right?
Yep, that's what it is.
Thanksgiving festivity. Man, holy crow!
Look who it is.
You've aged 10 years. You only got married last week.
I'm being filmed, aren't I?
Man almighty.
I'm being
you only,
filmed hands-free.
You just got
consent.
married.
I don't consent.
So he only got married a week ago. And he looks like he's already aged 10 years.
Oh my God.
Not
Yeah,
married
you
shit.
and I are the same age. You've just been married a lot longer than me.
Yeah, right. No, buddy, congratulations.
Thank you, brother. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Yeah, great. I'm going to turn these off.